Welcome to Season 3 of Sailing Chaos. Join us on our shit show as we travel through Mexico and explore one stop at a time.
Good morning, guys. So today we are back in Mazatlan. Tell you what's going on. We know we haven't posted a video in a long time, and we're not per se quitting YouTube, but some major changes happened in life. As you remember, in June I lost my father. I'm an only child, so I have an elderly mother, and that is going to halt our sailing adventures for a while. Because I'm a hillbilly, we have bought a large piece of property in Kentucky. That's where we're at. We didn't bring you guys along with all the changes. We didn't know what was going on, so we didn't even know what to say. So today is a really sad day for me and Lenny Ben. And so today is the last day on the boat. What we have decided to do with this boat, we have found an older gentleman that has a family that wants to go sailing. I don't think they're gonna, try and go sailing as we did, but traveling to Sea of Cortez and things like that. They're very interested in this boat for that. So what I've decided to do was donate the boat to them. I'm not going to let this boat sit here not being used, just paying marina fees and all that stuff. We know that the Catalina 30 is, roughly a $10,000 boat, whatever. You never get back all the money you put into one. So rather than just let it sit here and ruin, we're gonna sign it over. So what do you think? Gifting, it's the best idea, isn't it?
Yep, it is.
And so it's this is hard. This is our dream, and we love this boat. We do. Most people thought we were crazy. You've seen in our past videos that we fought storms in this boat. We've done a lot of stuff on this boat. But you know what, guys? That's going to be the end of our sailing thing for a while. We do have a brand new boat that we're going to do some lake videos and stuff like that, and then when I'm not quitting YouTube, and I'm always into something. We're going to develop this property and build some tiny houses on it and show you eastern Kentucky where the hillbillies from. And so if you don't like that kind of stuff, then sorry about that, but our life changed, and that's what it is. And so come around the first of the year, you'll see more videos of us doing crazy shit. But for now, our sailing around is we're not going to be able to do that just now. We are going to be sailing again. I'm a sailor. I love it, and I'll be buying a boat probably on the East Coast this time, and then get into that. But for now, we are going to do, just as some of the other channels, I guess, be landlubbers for a while and develop a property. So, but you know what, guys? To every one of you guys that have followed us, commented, and all that, we thank you so much. There's nothing that we could say to ever repay you guys for coming along with this adventure. So, probably not the safest thing to do, but you see we are driving. We just left the boat, the hotel, and now we are on our way to Puerto Vallarta. We have an Airbnb down there that we're going to stay out with some friends for about 4 or 5 days, and then we'll make the trek all the way back from PV back up to Vegas. We'll pick up our trailer, then we're going to run up to Carson City and grab a tractor and take it all the way back to Kentucky. We'll take you on this little trip with us, show you a few things. And driving through Mexico it's a challenge, but it is a pretty road. And so we are on a 3-lane road. you see everybody hugs the white line, and then when you want to pass, you just kind of split the middle. But getting used to it, especially after 1,000 miles, I guess. But that's what's going on with us, and we'll show you a little bit of PV. It was nice to end the trip down here. I know we didn't sail it down here, but since we have the truck, we're scheduled this trip so we could at least see this before we kind of quit Mexico for a while and then get started on our other projects back east. We're back in Kentucky, so yeah, guys, we'll just take you along with us, and you'll enjoy seeing what it is. But just thanks for coming. Well, guys, show you the view. So this is where we're staying. We've been here for like 4 days. Just on vacation mode. Beautiful Airbnb. We can see just about all of Puerto Vallarta, and as you can see, the rooftop endless pool. Beautiful day. So what's going to happen now is today is Monday, and we're going to end up going back to Mazatlan on Wednesday, I think, is when we'll leave. We've got to do some paperwork, get with the attorney and the notary for the gifting the boat, and then we will drive back up to the Vegas area. And then after that, we're going to grab the trailer. We're going to go up and grab some of our tools that we left in the United States. Going to go grab the tractor and then haul it all the way from basically the Carson City area all the way across to Kentucky, and then get started on the little homestead project with the tiny home stuff. And we're going to be doing some tour stuff on Lake Cumberland. We'll just have to see what's going to happen with all of that. And I do know that we're going to build a natural pond. We're going to build probably around 12 tiny homes, do some Airbnb stuff like that, and then we'll keep traveling once those are done. We're not done traveling. Like, we're coming back to Maz in February, or the end of February, for Carnival, and then we'll be going other places too. And then we'll be getting another boat. You know me, I won't leave it alone, and there'll be some more boat build stuff, so we'll just take you guys along with some of that stuff. Morning. So, kind of a little bit of a sad day, but so we stayed here at one of the resort hotels in Mazatlan. We made it back up from Puerto Vallarta yesterday, and so now we're on our way out of Mexico. So we stayed here. This is like the Park Inn by Radisson, and it's right here on the beach. You can see the island there. We actually literally passed this coming in when we brought the boat in. But yeah, guys, so this is our last trip to Mazatlan for a while. Alright, guys, so you can definitely see in the background here, we are not in Mexico anymore. We made the drive through Mexico. We've gotten up to Vegas. Then we ended up up in Carson City, where we moved from, and getting lots of our stuff. And now we are on the long 2,200 mile drive back to Kentucky, where we will put all of this stuff to work. Not a whole lot, but a lot of driving right now. And we're in Eureka, Nevada, filling up probably for the second time of about 12 to get us all the way to Kentucky. But yeah, picked up the tools, the tractor, stuff like that, so we can start developing our property. I know it's a big shift, but for those that you're interested in that kind of stuff, stick around, because it's going to be a shit show. Always is. Morning, guys. So this is the end of the video. You can see that not on the boat. We're all the way back. We are in Kentucky, and the weather is nasty. Not thrilled with the Kentucky weather. So, been here a while. Show you what's going on. We're staying at my mom's house right now. Getting all of our stuff together, things like that. This is a little town called Monticello, Kentucky. It's right on Lake Cumberland. See the truck? I had to get a storage building for all of my tools. Take you guys down here. I'll show you the new boat. Well, it's under the cover. We did take it out quite a bit and we didn't film it, but bought a brand new switch, and then, you know, being around here, I had to buy a golf cart for the campground, all that stuff. So, take you in here and show you the little storage building. You can see, brought the dinghy motor back with me. I'll probably put that on a little 14-foot fishing boat or something like that. And then, show you what's on this trailer. You see a lot of lumber on this trailer. Well, I'm gonna take you now. I'm gonna go up and we'll see the property, and I'll show you what this lumber is for. All right, guys, so as you can see, it is a whopping 33 degrees. We got a winter mix, snow. Definitely not my idea of a good time, but you know, we've got used to it. And I'll go ahead now and apologize for the previous clips of this video. They were taken with a cell phone. We didn't have a GoPro with us. Seems like it took forever, but everything kind of happened so quick. We didn't, we just done this on the fly, really. So, show you a little bit about the town that we're in. I'll show you where we're going. You see that mountain over there? Well, that mountain is where we're going now, because I bought a piece of property that is about 14-15 acres, time everything is all said and done, with the 2 properties up there. It's just now been developed. It's a lot of work, and that's the reason that you see me take this tractor. Yeah, show you a little bit of eastern Kentucky over here. I didn't actually grow up in this town. I grew up about 2 hours away, but my parents are from this area. My mother grew up on that street where her house is, not in the same house, but she grew up there. And all my family on my mother's side is in this town. And so it was nice that when we came back, we found that. And it's a quaint little town. You see the city pool hall. My uncles, I had 2 uncles own that. And now my first cousin actually owns that pool hall. This is what they call the Doughboy. And then we're gonna go right outside of town. I lucked out because this is only like 5 minutes outside of town. Now it's a climb. Good thing I got a 4-wheel drive tractor with you know, an end loader on it, and then a box scraper and all that, because if it snows, we might be stuck. You know, I'm a tropical guy anyway. I hate cold weather. I just hate it. But anyhow, take you guys to the property. And then as we go through here, you'll see that, you know, there's some nice places and there's some not so nice places. This area can be, you know, it's just an old area. But the GoPro's not going to show it so well, but you know, we've got these hills and hollers and stuff like that. And once I get it copyrighted, I'll even show you. I wrote a country song, and once it's copyrighted, I'll release that on to you guys too. But look at this incline. You don't want to meet a big truck coming down through here for sure. I even had to put the truck, because it's raining, I had to put it in slippery mode so to keep it from spinning out going up this hill. And it's just wet. I will tell you that this place is beautiful in the spring and summertime, and when the leaves turn. I didn't get any of that. We were in Mexico when it happened, dealing with the boat. Yeah, we're still going up. It's about 2 miles up this mountain. But I'll show you guys, it is so worth it when you get to the top. And it's a kind of a switchback road. Leave it to me that it's not easy. So, show you guys, let me roll the window down. I don't know if you can see them pink flags in there, but Tuck owns from here all the way up to the top of the hill where I'm going to show you. And yes, this has got to be cleared out. It's a lot of work. So if you like these kind of videos, I know it's not sailing, it's Sailing Chaos. So I own from those flags down there to here. And you can see that I've already gotten to work. That is going to be where that lumber goes. I'm going to build a little garage and a barn there. You can see I've done some preliminary clearing and stuff like that. And then all the way down to the bottom of that little hill where you see that clearing down there. Guys, it's a beautiful view up here. It's going to be a lot of work. It's nasty, can't do anything, but let me get out of the truck and I'll show you the view. Quit being lazy and afraid of the cold, I guess. But this is an amazing view. We're going to put the garage right there. We're going to put our house on the other side of that. We got to clear that out. And then once all this is cleared out, we'll be able to see the entire valley and the whole town. So looking up, you can see this is where we're going to build our home and stuff there. Then down on this property, which we own, you can see the little tractor down there. We are going to build one of the natural pools, where if you look those up, they're pretty amazing. It's basically, it looks like a pond with rocks in it and all that, but it's got a filtration system and the water is clean, crystal clear if it's done right, and you can swim in it and just have a really nice area there. And so we're going to put the tiny homes around that for Airbnbs, because like I said, we're only 10 minutes or so from the lake, and people love to come over to the lake and hunt, all kinds of stuff here. So that's what's going on. But you know what, guys, that's going to be the end of this video. I'm gonna start to work on some of this stuff and bring you guys along. I've actually got back into construction. When I showed up, people needed stuff done. I grew up in construction, so on some projects now, and I'll take you guys along with some of that stuff too. But you know what, guys, we appreciate each and every one of you for sticking in here with us and, you know, just doing the deal. I know this isn't sailing, but like I said, it is chaos. Not gonna change the name of the channel, none of that stuff. So if you're new here, sorry that, you know, go back for the sailing stuff, but now you just get the chaos stuff, I guess. But yeah, guys, can't thank you guys enough for coming along. And you know what, until next time, fair winds, safe travels, and keep enjoying the shit show.